Hello students, today I am explaining to you about the limiting molar conductivity. Before that topic, I had explained you the conductivity, molar conductivity and molar conductivity and equivalent conductivity and the effect of dilution on the conductance, molar conductivity and conductivity. And here I am telling about the limiting molar conductivity. In the previous video I told you about that on the dilution, when we dilute any electrolytic solution, their molar conductivity increases. Molar conductivity, that is the cap M, increases on dilution. When dilution means when the water is added, when volume is increasing, molar conductivity also increased. According to this way, when we increase the dilution, or you can say decrease the concentration, when we add the water molecule in any electrolytic solution, their volume is increased. The volume is increased, it means its molar conductivity may be increased, and it always continuously may be increased. It means if the volume is, you can say, if the electrolyte is diluted for the infinite level, if the dilution is infinite level, then molar conductivity may be infinite, but it does not happen. At infinite dilution, or you can say when concentration is zero, molar conductivity can be expressed in cap M at infinite dilution, or you can say zero concentration. This is limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity, it can be denoted by this one or this one. It means molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Here you can say limit molar conductivity at concentration is zero. That is called limiting molar conductivity. You can write the definition of this one. The molar conductivity of any electrolytic solution, the molar conductivity of any electrolytic solution at infinite dilution or zero concentration is called limiting molar conductivity. This is a definition for the limiting molar conductivity, that the molar conductivity of any electrolytic solution at infinite dilution or zero concentration, when the concentration is zero, or you can say dilution is infinite, is called the limiting molar conductivity and denoted by this one or this one. It means molar conductivity at infinite dilution, and you can say molar conductivity when concentration is zero. Both are said the limiting molar conductivity. But I meant to say, I have said when the dilution is infinite, then molar conductivity may be infinite. Actually, it does not happen. At a certain point, this molar conductivity becomes saturated. For example, hypothetical example I am giving to you. Let us suppose this is a volume of electrolyte, and this one is molar conductivity. Suppose volume of the electrolyte is 1 ml and the molar conductivity is 0.2, and when water is added, volume is increased by 2 ml, then molar conductivity is increased to 0.21, then it is increased 1 ml more is added, volume becomes 3 ml, then molar conductivity is 0.22. When it is increased more 0.24 in this way. At this point, when water is added, the molar conductivity will be added. At a certain point, suppose when it becomes 10 ml, the molar conductivity becomes 0.35. When it is further added, 1 ml more is added, volume becomes 1 ml, then molar conductivity is, then it again 0.35. When it is 15 ml, it is again 0.35. I mean to say, this is the volume of the electrolytic solution where molar conductivity becomes saturated. After this value, this does magnitude of the molar conductivity does not increase. That is the it is called limiting molar conductivity, because after that whatever amount is added, molar conductivity is not even increased. That's why it will be limiting molar conductivity. And this depends on the type of electrolyte. Electrolyte of the two type. Electrolyte of the two type. Electrolytes or the two type: strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. You can take a screenshot, then I will explain about the molar conductivity in the strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte through the graph. Now, when we come to the strong electrolyte, what happens in the case of strong electrolyte? In case of strong electrolyte, there is 100% dissociation. When strong electrolyte, in the case of strong electrolyte, it is 100% dissociation. Their degree of dissociation is, you can say, 1, or the number of molecules dissociated upon total molecules are equal. In that case, when water is added, there will be no dissociation, because it is already dissociated. When water is added, there is no further dissociation. Because it is already 100% dissociated. That's why you can say there is no increase in the number of ions. But what happens? But due to addition of water, mobility of ions are increased. It is due to the presence of, you can say, when water is added, the ions which are closely held, they becomes far away. That's why, because due to the mobility of ions are increased because of the weaker force of attraction between the ions. In this way, when we take up the molar conductivity for the strong electrolyte, suppose we have to draw the graph between the concentration, square root of the concentration, and there is a in this y axis there is a molar conductivity. What will happen? Suppose you can understand, when we decrease the concentration, when we increase the dilution, when water is added, dilution is increased, when then concentration is decreased. Suppose at some extent when concentration this one and then molar conductivity is this one, when water is added more, concentration will be decreased, molar conductivity this one, because mobility of ions, their conductivity is increased, that's why molar conductivity this one. Next, in this way you will say there is a straight line at this one, and after that one, this is the limiting molar conductivity for the strong electrolyte, because after then you are seeing that there is no increase in the number of ions, but only due to the mobility, due to increment in the mobility of ions, the molar conductivity is increased. That's why at some extent it becomes maximum. It is called the limiting molar conductivity. For strong electrolyte, example you can say NaOH, KCl, HCl. These are strong electrolyte. That's why their molar conductivity can be calculated from the graph. By the graph has been plotted between the square root of the concentration versus molar conductivity. Now after then, if you take the weak electrolyte, it does not happen in the weak electrolyte. In the case of weak electrolyte, weak electrolytes are partially dissociated. They are partially dissociated. When water is added, ionization becomes more. When water is added, dissociation takes place. So number of ions, okay,